Okay, here's a handy tip for when you're binding your receiver. A lot of times it's a big headache because you're trying to plug in your XT60 or whatever, you're trying to plug in your ESC, all of that's a big headache when it's in the plane. So what I do is I've got just one of these little 4 battery holders. That'll be 1.5 volts for a AA times 4 is 6 volts. I put a bit of hot glue on the end so that it doesn't wiggle its way loose. And I put on, I crimped on a servo connector so that I've got the power and of course no signal lead. So this makes it easy because then you can plug in to a receiver and you've got the nice power all sitting. You don't have to worry about an ESC, you don't have to worry about having a LiPo out, and everything works great. For binding, you still have the headache that you're trying to push the bind pin, something like that, you're trying to plug it in, it's all kind of squirrely and wiggly. So I took and made telemetry lost. This little thing. I just got a little micro switch somewhere. You can order them in bags of 100 off of eBay for like about $2. And I just wired that in to a bit of a servo wire that I had sitting around. And I've got the male on this end and the female on this end, so that I can just plug that in and plug that in. And now, just by pushing the switch, I can turn the receiver off and on.
Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost.
And so you can see that was really easy for when you need to bind. You just go to bind mode, push the button, and just hold the switch, and there it's bound. Give it some power, and we can see there. Also, free advertisement for FrSky. You can see how fast their signal acquisition is.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
It's a really nice radio if you're shopping around. Anyways, that's a handy hint that's made my life a lot easier, and it's something that you can just make really quickly. If you want to make it nice, put a piece of heat shrink around that and cut out the hole. But just the solder is going to be plenty strong for the typical bench use.